Capricorn, hey gorgeous, Melissa here to do a timeless love reading for you. I hope you can see this all right. The sun is a little brighter than it usually is. I've been doing this a little later in the day than I usually do. And wow, it is absolutely gorgeous and sunny outside. A lot of snow as well, Capricorn, where I'm from, but sunny and gorgeous nonetheless. We're going to do a love reading for you, Capricorn. It's been a long time. I miss you, I love you, and thank you for your patience for those of you who have been here. For those of you that are new around here, welcome. And do consider subscribing to the channel, smashing that like button if the resonate readings for you. If the reason, God, I can't say it. If the reading resonates for you. You guys, anything you need to know about me or this reading you can find in the description box below or in the About section of my channel. I do recommend checking those things out. Personal readings and donations also found in the description box below. The energy that you bring to the connection that you have in mind is the Two of Cups. We do have the Queen of Wands in the person you have in mind's energy. Could be dealing with an Aries, definitely somebody attractive. This isn't like your attraction to them is this is what I'm getting. Your attraction to them is not like everybody feels that way, right? But I do think we're gonna get more. Okay, that's all I got. You got the Magician, the overarching energy. Okay. Major Arcana, two Major Arcanas. I feel like what it's saying here is after you guys have done some it's like a rebirth of the new, or the real you, I guess I want to say the real you. It's the new you to you, but it's like the you've always been underneath it all. Okay, weird stuff, you guys, I'm sorry. The Magician is, this is about taking all that you've learned from, again, the experiences that we are very, and very rightfully so, kind of led astray from, like, kindergarten. Just down a path where we were told that, like, I'm not saying everybody should go be irresponsible, but these are the things that make you a suitable human, okay? And I'm getting right now that it's inaccurate information. Whoever decided what's suitable and what isn't, or what's, legit and what's not, that's up for each individual to decide for themselves. And everybody is on their own path, walking in alignment with their destiny, okay? We're always going through trials, tribulations, errors, things like this that are actually getting us to our best life, but we couldn't get where we're going without having gone through the things we've gone through, okay? So the Magician for me is saying that you're taking all the things you've endured and really recognizing, again, that not one of those things is like, a lot of people will look back at life and go, well, if I just wouldn't have done that, and I shouldn't have done that, and you're recognizing that it was all there for a reason. Every little thing had a purpose. I feel like you're even going, holy shit, like these little tiny, what you thought were minuscule little, what's the right word? Insignificant things that happened in your life. The little things, the big things, all the things were mandatory and extremely significant in you manifesting your reality, period. Whatever that is for you, your destiny. The Major Arcana in the overarching energy really does mean that this connection is a deep spiritual connection. But it also, I do feel this energy of serendipity, okay? It's like, this is going to feel like magic. It's like, you know that the one time that you forgot one item at the grocery store and you had to go back, you ran into somebody that will now be very significant in your life, okay? There's just a weird, I'm getting this, you're going to see some puzzle pieces start to come together that you're like, oh my God. Like that I absolutely did think was irrelevant, and it wasn't. Nothing is irrelevant. That's what and I know that's hard for people that are practical to, it just happened that way. Everything's just up for chance, but it's all a divine design. Okay, weird stuff. I've never said divine design in my life, but it makes sense. Okay, so because of the Queen, oh God, I do feel like this is somebody from your past. God dang it, Capricorn! I haven't read for you in months, and this, I swear, I don't know why I remember this, but I feel like I've always read a past person for you. And I am getting that somebody broke your heart in the past. I almost feel like... Okay, you know I'm a heart over head person, okay? I almost feel like there was a situation in your life. wasn't your heart over your head. People get this confused, okay? Because our heart, it's not dumb. It's actually what knows best in our life. Our damage, which makes us long for something that isn't right for us, or something, a desire someone that is hurting us, that isn't our heart at all. So people get that kind of like mistaken. But what I'm getting here is that there was somebody, oh God, I'm watching you work so hard. I'm going to get more on your person. I'm watching you work so hard for, to do everything just right, okay? And it ended up hurting you. I gotta get this. I gotta get the whole thing. I'm sorry, you guys. I love you so much. I can feel this energy. This is a very, it's a powerful connection, okay? The Magician is your overarching energy. But I think what it was telling me in the beginning here, where I said you're using all of your experiences in this lifetime for good, right? You're just acknowledging that they all were just as significant. They all were needed in you becoming who you are this moment. And this relationship it's what it's telling me right now is that exact system. Like this relationship and the things that it's endured were mandatory in the things that it's going to have. Well, we're going to see the future, okay? I don't know what's to come yet, but I am getting this situation where you've worked your A off and follows your heart towards what you knew was right, but it's like, I feel like it's saying it was right, but it wasn't right the right time, okay? That's what I'm getting right now. I do feel like this has been a long... I feel like this person... I feel like they hurt you, but I don't feel like they did it... I'm taking that. I don't feel like they did it maliciously. I think you, when you see them... Gosh, I'm sorry, this is such a specific... I hate when they come through oh my God, you guys. So specific. But what it feels like is somebody that you felt like they hurt you because maliciously. That's what I'm getting. Like it feels malicious. To you, you felt it was malicious. To this person, they knew it wasn't going to be healthy. Like, and maybe you already did endure some. Like, maybe you were together for 5 years and they left. But it was never because they didn't love you. That's what I'm getting right now. And again, now I do have the star over here, and I'm really feeling this energy of this is your destiny. And every part of the path was, like, we can't look back and go, do you remember when you did this to me? Do you remember, like, sometimes, and I know people love to believe in free will, but sometimes those things we do, they are beyond us. They're bigger than us, and they are specifically to help us evolve, help us heal, and help us get to this place in this lifetime. If you get to this place in this lifetime, which it looks like you do, healed, evolved, ready to, it's like I watch you step in, like, put me in, coach. You're ready for your purpose here in this lifetime. And again, we don't have to look for a specific, everything is purpose, okay? Everything, like I said earlier, every little tiny detail that you're like, I feel like one of you is going, watching little things happen and go, just dumbfounded and totally like, it's like watching one little detail and go, that little detail made this whole thing unravel. It was like a domino. And you're starting to realize, like, it's hearing like music, like that's how life works, that it's all this kind of divine design is what I'm getting right now. And again, I feel like this felt malicious to you. I felt like you feel like this person hurt you. And it was hard for you to let go is what I'm thinking with the Queen of Swords in the reverse. And I always feel like she's great at letting go of things. She knows she owns nothing, or I should say, none of us own anything. Our own children, our possessions, everything is temporary. The love of our lives, our own life, everything in this lifetime is temporary. And the Queen of Swords of anybody in this entire deck knows that everything is temporary and is able to release things, which is mandatory. Letting go is the key to life, okay? It's the ability to walk into a situation knowing that this might be it. Like, this might be the last moment in this situation. We can never guarantee that there's going to be more to this. And really understanding that this is not easy. By the way, I'm acting like it's like, oh, just let everything go. Let everything you love, everything you... it's really hard to release things. That's what keeps us in, a lower vibration most of our lifetime, okay? It's like just not being able to let go of the things that are no longer meant for us. It's like, but it's just not meant for you, and it's not rejecting you. It's not... And I feel like you were having a hard time letting this go, not because they were rejecting you, but because you knew there was something here that was special and unlike anything else. Well, this is powerful, okay? Everything about it is powerful. It could be a Scorpio, an Aquarius, an Aries. And yeah, it's saying here that if you don't, it doesn't matter. That's what it's saying. It's like, it doesn't matter what the outcome is of this connection is. Whatever it is, it was here for a purpose. Every part of it that you endured was for a purpose. And where you're going in the future with it is for a purpose. If it works, it's meant to. If it doesn't, it's just not. But guess what? Something that feels better than this is meant to be, okay? Again, I just feel like with the Magician, whatever this is the cause of your total evolution in this lifetime. A lot of us do not get to this place in this lifetime. We incarnate many of times to try to ascend to a level that this is. So again, whoever I'm reading for, not your first rodeo, okay? And I do feel like the situation has been, so it's saying, I feel like there's a genuine love and connection here. I don't know if it's going to work out in your future. The Tower card and the Five of Cups, it does look like, I don't know if we can get past the things that have happened in the past, or in general, it's not because we're not trying, or it's because we're not supposed to. If it doesn't work, it's just because it's not supposed to. And so it's saying that if you can focus on, heal from whatever this is, okay? It was there, it hurt, it was meant to hurt. I'm going to tell you that right now. This was the purpose of this connection. In the past, whether you end up with this person in the future or not, the past part of this connection was meant to hurt. It was meant to hurt so good that you healed from things that you didn't even realize you were still hurting from your childhood traumas or whatever it was, from just not believing in yourself. There is a stigma. I don't even know what the word stigma means, but that's what I feel like saying. And I'm sorry, let me get a drink of my water. From childhood, that we are always striving in school, in everything we do, in work, and everything we end up doing in this lifetime. We are brainwashed or conditioned to think that we constantly have to strive to be more than we are. And while I'm not going to discourage healing and growth, that should be done in a sense of starting to feel better, not starting to look better on the outside, which is what we're taught to do in school. Beat him at that and beat her at that, whatever it is. Be the best in this, and why can't you do what Jimmy can do? Why can't, it's like from birth, we're literally conditioned to think that whatever we're doing just isn't good enough. And these kind of connections are here specifically to like, I'm watching it like a agitator in a washer right now. I'm watching it like dislodge those lies that we've been taught about ourselves, okay? That what we are, just as we are, isn't good enough. It is, just as we are. We don't have to strive to be better. What we do need to strive to do is feel better, heal what we know for ourselves. It's not for anybody else. F everybody else. And again, when we feel better, we do better. That's just period. So that's what I'm getting here, Capricorn. For a lot of you, I do feel like this is an actual breakup that you have had a hard time letting go of, because I think you put a lot of effort into this. I feel like you've worked diligently on this connection because you knew, like, and I will say this too, God does give us these situations where we're just like, well, no, I'm intuitive. I know what's for me and I know what's not. I don't go after just anyone. This was for me. I felt this draw, this connection, this pull. And if it doesn't work out in the future, that draw, that connection, that pull, that was literally to do all of this healing and ascending. Like, what the draw was there. You aren't crazy. Whatever you felt was real. And, oh wow. Two powerful words already, the initiation and awakening. And that's exactly what I'm saying to you. This was all a part of you evolving into the human. Without this painful situation, you would have always kind of fit the bill, is what I'm getting, or fit the mold or whatever. And this is about releasing you from that chain, the chain of thinking that we have to be whatever we were told we should be. And it might align with that. Okay, by the way, some of you may feel that your purpose or your calling is to align with all that the world told us that we should be, and we should, but some of us have this like feeling that something's missing, something's lacking. And I feel like you have, whoever I'm reading for, I feel like this is awakening you to the reality that, again, every little thing in your life is for a purpose. You have no shame, nothing to be, we're taught to be ashamed of ourselves, my word, or remorse and feel bad for this and you should feel guilty about that. No, ew, like none of that is healthy or healing. It's not going to help you in any way. And regretting this connection is actually like, sometimes when I get in a situation where I'm like, oh, I wish that wouldn't have happened. I'm like, girl, it's like you're saying to God, F you for, whatever my purpose really is, whatever I'm here for. It's like, my path isn't good enough for me. Can I get a new one? But it's leading you to bigger and better things and brighter days. But again, it's like we couldn't get to that evolved state without the pain. There's no way to get there. At least there wasn't in the past. In my downloads, I feel like there is going to be a way to kind of evolve, or I believe that babies are literally coming into the world more evolved. They call it like on the spectrum, but I just believe they're coming into the world with less facade, less ego, less fakeness. Like that we're trying to unfuck ourselves and kind of uncondition ourselves to the way of the world. Our babies are coming out unconditioned, okay? Wow, I just went off on y'all. I'm sorry, I love you so much. Whoever needed this, it might be one person. If this isn't for you and you're like, bitch, I'm practical, this is crazy, whatever you're talking about, that's okay. You don't have to agree with my weird way of thinking. I know that I'm not a traditional being, but don't take it, if you don't ever take it as offensive or something like that. It's like, I just want you to know that where you are, who you are, this is you, this is right, this is your time, this is your space, you're always in alignment. And it's like about knowing how to, just learning how to accept and embrace everything as it comes and goes, like accepting and releasing at all times. It says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. It's like a whole new world that again, that would never have been able to come into existence without this connection, okay? And the pain from this connection and the things that you started to, I feel like you wouldn't even be aware of the little details and how every little detail counts if it weren't for this connection. I feel like this connection has led you to that awakening moment where you look around and you go, oh my God, that bird was for a reason. That, everything is, there's a purpose in everything that happens in this lifetime, and it's magical and it's beautiful. It's just magical. So the initiation. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold, the F and men. You guys, that is what this was. This was your rite of passage. This is crossing that threshold. It's about becoming you for the first time in this lifetime. Again, we are born us, and we are very, it's like, but we are kind of constantly taught, and I'm not saying kids should raise themselves, but we're kind of like, we've been taught to teach our kids, don't cry, don't do this. Don't, like, we've taught our children to stop healing themselves. Crying is how we heal from things. But have you ever heard a mom go, oh, I can't hear one more second of your crying? And I get like whining and just trying to get what they want and be whatever. But even that, it's like they just need to express themselves. Children do. And we've been taught to stop our children from expressing and healing themselves because we can't stand the sound of a cry at some points. It's like, because it hurts us probably. And we have pain we haven't healed from, or things that trigger us or whatever. Wow, you guys, I love you so much. This was a huge, powerful reading. Whoever I'm reading for, every little bit of it is for a purpose. And when we really get that and truly surrender, it's a surrender. It's like you try to fight each moment that doesn't feel right or good. And it's like, but if it's here, it's right. Doesn't mean it feels good, but it's right. And in the long run, every little owie is good. I know that it's hard to hear that, but it's real. Alrighty, I love you guys so much, Capricorn. I've missed you, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for your patience, your love, and if you're still here, please hit that thumb, and do consider subscribing to the channel as well. I love you.